Today I want to do a quick review of the Sigma Contemporary 16mm f1.4 for APS-C cameras. I'm using the Sony E-mount version, but there are tons of mounts for this lens. Micro Four Thirds, Fuji, Canon, even Leica. So a lot of options with this guy as far as lens mounts for your camera. Pretty much if you've got a contemporary APS-C camera, you are gonna be golden with this guy. And I personally use this lens the most for this channel here or for other channels or TikTok or different things like that, because my normal setup, which as you can see, this is not my normal setup. I normally have the camera a little bit off to the side. My computer monitor is right in front of me right now. Normally, I'm coming in a little bit shooting this way. You can see the depth of my room and all of that good stuff. But because I'm so close to it, I need a nice wide lens. This guy does that for me, particularly since I'm shooting on the A6600, which is an APS-C camera with a 1.5 times crop factor. The full frame lens is if you're a 16mm, that's like 24, and most of my lenses, like I'm shooting on a 24 right now, which on my full frame camera would be plenty wide. But if I, move up to where I'm normally shooting from, we would discover a problem. Like for example, if I just switch this guy up to my normal kind of shooting configuration, that's pretty close on my face. That might be a little too close for comfort for a lot of you guys. You're like, why do I have to look this deep into Brian's tired eyeballs? Like, it's weird, man, it's weird. So, switching back, let me scoot back a little bit. So now I'm further away from the camera, but further away from my desk if I'm, looking at notes or something. So this guy allows me to be much, much closer. So let's go ahead, keep the same setup, but I'm gonna switch to this lens and we can see the difference, keeping in mind what I've got on there right now is a 24mm, and on the APS-C camera, that makes it roughly a 36mm. So let's switch these lenses out. All right, so here I am, same position, same angle, same everything. That's a lot wider. I'm actually going to move this guy down so the framing's a little better, less weird. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of how much wider this is. Like, that's crazy. Like, I can, move back up here and put that guy right back up there and just that a little bit. And then we've got a much more comfortable shot, but I am literally like a foot away from the camera. Like, my hand, you can see my finger is tapping just above the lens. So very, very close to me. This would be a very comfortable vlogging distance. My arm isn't even fully extended, and you get a nice wide shot with this lens. So that would be a great use case for it. I pretty much only use this lens in autofocus because of my use case. If I'm doing talking head like this, I don't want to have to be thinking about, is it in focus? Did I move back to like 3 inches and now everything's blurred out? Right now I'm shooting on this lens at f2, but I could move it up to f1.4. If I hit the right option, there we go, f1.4. Now I'm overexposed a little bit, so we will go ahead and turn down the ISO. And there we go, now it's at f1.4. And, if I'm moving forward, that's a little close for comfort. Sorry, I'm looking up at the monitor to see if I'm still in focus, still in focus. That's definitely closer than I like the camera to get to my eyeball normally. So we'll pull it back. We will pull it back. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick little look at this guy in terms of how it works. I will do a quick manual focus test. All right, so here we are in manual focus, focusing on my little Star Wars figures. bringing it back to me, it actually feels pretty good. Like, I don't think I would have any trouble manually pulling focus if I wanted to go ahead and manually pull focus. It does not feel super focused by wiry. It feels like pretty consistent and pretty easy to get a focus pull. I apologize if the shot's kind of shaking a little bit. I'm on a little arm, so it's not actually like super stable if you like bump it or anything. But it's really great because I can move it around as you saw. So, but yeah, I'm just pulling focus back and forth and it feels very smooth. I'm able to just repeat focus over and over again without any trouble. So overall, I'm really happy with this lens. It goes kind of anywhere from like $330 to $380, depending on where you get it. So it's really affordable. If you've got an APS-C camera, there's really not a reason not to pick this guy up because it's just such a beautiful lens for the price. I will have a link below. It is an affiliate link if you do want to check this lens out. Doesn't cost you any extra, helps the channel. And I will catch all of you later.